Welcome to the city. I'm Anthony Wilson, the Public Information Officer for the City of San Angelo. And joining us today is my friend and colleague, the Civic Events Manager, Sydney Walker. Sid, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now we're here to talk about Riverfest today. And one of the things that I love about your approach to Riverfest, if you have this grand vision for what the event could and should be. Talk a little bit about that.
You know, this is my first year actually having full reins to be able to take charge of what Riverfest is. And of course, we're celebrating, you know, along the banks of the Concho River. But for me, my vision is more of getting everybody out the house and coming out and supporting a great community event. You know, Riverfest, we're on our 4th year with it. And this year, of course, we have so many different things that's taking place, of course, with the big concert. We have the river raft race, of course, you have the kids court. There's different items for everybody in the family to be able to do. And for myself, it's just to keep on growing this event and making sure that families from even out of town, I want families from Big Spring to come out here, all over, just to come out here and have a great time and see what San Angelo has to offer and stuff. And that's a big picture. That's a big part of me.
And you told me before that you'd like this to be comparable to what Austin City Limits is for the city of Austin.
Yes, I mean, I look at it as something that I want to see in a magazine as one of the top 10 festivals out in Texas, you know, and I hope that we can get there one day. I mean, I know that right now we're still in the start of things, but I think we have a good push right now with what we're doing this year.
Now, you mentioned this is the 4th year, but this is the first year that you're truly going to have a headlining concert. That's going to be on Saturday night, September the 17th. We should mention Riverfest is September 16th and 17th. Right. But on the 17th, Saturday night at the River Stage, what's going to be going on?
We have this year, like you said, this is our first year that we're truly having a great headliner to come out and put on a concert. And for me, I think the concert aspect of the event is very important. Of course, people want to come out and hear music, be able to get around and hang out with good friends and stuff. So this year we have Randy Rogers Band performing. We also have Kyle Parker who will be opening up the show. And we might have a few more acts put on the show, but for right now, that's who we are promoting. And we're looking forward to it. I mean, this is one of the biggest events that I can actually think of at the River Stage of Texas country.
Yeah, he's one of the preeminent acts in Texas country music. So talk a little bit about how it came to be that we got Randy Rogers for Riverfest.
Well, one of our promoters that has actually been bringing events to us, he decided that he wanted to take charge and be a part of Riverfest. And, you know, I was like, hey, let's do Randy Rogers or let's do Josh Abbott Band or somebody of that nature. And, you know, he was able to pull that off for us. And I'm very grateful for it because this added a totally different aspect or element to Riverfest where people are really excited and gearing up for this special event.
Now tell us where folks can get tickets and how much they cost.
They can actually get tickets at roadhousetickets.com. They're online. And the best part about it is that kids can get in for free, 12 and under. But tickets are affordable, $20 per person, you know, and I really expect a great, huge turnout for this event.
And of course, that's general admission seating there in the River Stage.
That's right.
So what sort of crowd are you anticipating?
I'm looking for everybody to come out and enjoy this event. I mean, this is one of the biggest, like I said, this is one of the biggest concerts that I think that we're going to put together for the River Stage, for Texas music. Even though we've had great events in the past, this is something that's turning around for us and we're able to bring more excitement to this event.
Now, could this lead to more Texas country music stars playing the River Stage?
Yes, I actually feel that we're going to start bringing a lot more Texas country music stars, but not only Texas country music. I think we're going to start getting out to all types of genres. That's one of my biggest goals is for the River Stage is to bring all types of music, no matter what the genre is. As long as people can come out and have a good time, that's all that matters to me.
Now, you also have a concert on Friday night. Talk about that.
It's another great concert. We have a Tejano concert with AJ Castillo taking place, Stephanie Montiel that's going to be out there performing as well in Los Tejanos, and they'll be performing too as well. Tickets are on sale for that too. I think we're almost done with the $12 tickets that we had. They're almost out, and so we're going up to the $14 tickets, and they're on sale at all our local ticket outlets that we have. You can get them at the Convention Center, at Pinky's, and all of the other favorites, Blair's Western Wear as well.
And of course, you mentioned that it is going to be some Tejano music played, but the concert's not going to be entirely in Spanish. Am I right?
That's right. I know AJ personally, and I've seen him perform plenty of times, and I was even surprised at how he does other genres of music. It's not always just about Tejano music. I mean, I've seen him get up there and do classic hits from the 70s, from the 80s. He even does a little bit of the 90s music from Belle Biv DeVoe. I mean, it's just different. And I don't want people to feel that it's just all about Tejano music. They actually put on a great show, a great performance for everybody.
And of course, that's going to be on Friday, September the 16th, and tickets are available at cosatx.us/tickets on the city's website. Now, looking ahead to Saturday, September the 17th, the Kids Court has been extremely popular. Talk a little bit about what goes on during the Kids Court.
Well, normally for the Kids Court, what we've been having in the past was we would have just a petting zoo, pony rides, a few inflatables for kids to enjoy. But this year, we're adding a different element to it. This year, we have Shannon as sponsoring our kids stage, and we will be having a talent show that will also be taking place from 4:15 to 6 p.m. And I mean, I'm just looking forward to it because this is the first time we've added a different element to where kids can actually get on stage and be able to perform or show their talents off as well.
And so what sort of performances are you anticipating seeing on that stage?
You know, I'm good with anything. You can be juggling tennis balls on the stage. I mean, you can get up there and sing your own song. You can get up there with a group and put your band together. So I'm looking for whatever talent that's out there in San Angelo.
Now, I know for the Kids Court, for the inflatables and some of the games and all, you'll have some passes to participate in that. How much are the passes and where can people buy those?
$5 passes. Right now, they're only going to be available the day of at the event. You'll see the big tent out there where you can register and get your passes. The talent show, if people want to sign up, all they have to do is get in touch with Kixie with 94.7. They'll be able to take care of everything for you.
Now, it is called Riverfest, and it celebrates the Concho River. So what opportunities are there for people to actually get on the water?
If you want to get on the water, we will be having canoes and kayaks. Grogan's will be sponsoring that as well. And we also will be pulling out the paddle boats too. And just different water activities going on. Of course, we have the river raft race that'll be taking place, which is something that we're bringing back from a past event that used to happen out here. And now we're bringing that back, and we're hoping for a great turnout this year with it and get many companies to participate in this great event.
Now talk about the river raft race. What does that involve?
The river raft race, I mean, you're just going to be, basically you're putting together a boat, something that's going to be able to float along the river, and you'll win the race. It's a great event. It's something different that I like to see people enjoy and have fun out there on the water. And I mean, last year we had different types of rafts out there, I could say. I mean, they had makeshifts of all types. None of them sink, though, I must say. None of them did sink. But this year I'm looking forward to having more participation in it.
Now, of course, smack dab in the middle of the Riverfest festivities is the Bosque Game Court area, which is more developed than it was last year.
Yes.
At this time. What's going to be going on in the Bosque?
You have the Vega Washer Pitcher Tournament taking place out there. It's another one of those events that has drawn, and it draws its own crowd. Everybody comes out and have a great time. And this year they did add a kids tournament for the Washer Pitcher Tournaments, which will take place that morning. And then they'll get into the big boy tournament, which I like to say. But we're looking forward to it. I mean, I think that's going to be another great aspect to contribute to Riverfest.
And of course, there are scores of teams out there competing in that, and they can get information, I believe, on the Vega Washer pitching page on Facebook.
That's right. They can get in touch with Alex Vega. He's done a great job with controlling how the Washer Pitcher Tournament is taking place, and we're looking forward to it again.
Now, you also have some other competitions going on. You have volleyball, golf, and basketball tournaments. How do people get involved in those?
If they want to get in touch with, find out more information on that, they can get in touch with Mr. Brent Casey with Recreations Department. I mean, that's something, a different aspect that we're adding to it too. Of course, we talk about how that area has developed, the Bosque. So, you know, I'm looking at it to where the volleyball tournament will have a lot of different teams come out there, sand volleyball, I must say, and a lot of different teams come out and have a great time, participate. We're also looking for a few companies to have, you know, represent teams too as well.
And of course, we'll have bocce ball and giant chessboard out there as well.
Giant chessboard, everybody loves that.
So there'll be lots of live free music in addition to the concerts throughout Riverfest and performances throughout the day. Talk a little bit about what you have going on as far as free live music.
Backbeat music has stepped up and taken place and taking control of that area. And so we have a lot of different local bands that will be displaying their talents out there. And I think it's very important that we give the local bands a chance to get their music out there as well. And so I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of different bands, different genres. They're actually putting all that schedule together right now too as well. So we'll be looking forward to it.
And that'll be under the Chadbourne Street Bridge, I believe,
Under the
correct? There's a
Chadbourne
little
Street.
stage there.
Yes, sir.
In addition to those, are there any other, any other performances? You've usually had some street performers.
We do have the street performers, of course, this year. They're going to be the Pirates and Mermaids out there as well. They'll be putting together a performance. They'll be doing actually 2 different types of shows. They will do one actually on the Shannon Kids stage as well for the kids. And then they'll also have another show to where it'll keep on going on their own, in their own area as well. But I mean, overall with Riverfest, you have so many events that we just went through and stuff. I mean, you have two different concerts that you can go to. You have the kids court that has the talent show going on, the petting zoo, pony rides. You have, of course, you have the Bosque area, which they have the washer pitching tournament, and then you have the river raft race. You have canoes and paddle boats. So our main thing with Riverfest is really getting everybody out there and getting out the house, get off the couch, and do something. There's all types of events for families to be able to enjoy out there.
And again, that's September 16th and 17th.
Yes, sir.
What happens if it rains?
If it rains, we'll just take it all to the Coliseum. You know, of course, for the concerts, we'll definitely keep them going and stuff. We'll have them go to the Foster Communications Coliseum, and the show must go on. But I'm hoping that it does not rain this year.
So now, pardon the pun, but things are still a little fluid with Riverfest, so there could be some changes. So if people want the latest information on Riverfest, where can they go?
They can go online to coastaltx.us/Riverfest, and they can get all the information and updates of what's going on with it.
And of course, we'll be putting a lot of information out on the city's social media, both on the City of San Angelo Public Information page
Yes, sir.
and on our Twitter feed at City of San Angelo.
Yes, sir.
All right, we've been talking with Sydney Walker. He is the Civic Events Manager for the City of San Angelo and the brains behind this year's Riverfest. And we'll be back right after this.